Ben, you're 2 from 2 in Regional 2 North East. It's even sweeter that it's in the derby, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of chat leading up to the game about Malton coming here last year and turning us over in a hard fought game where they kicked a penalty in the last minute, I think, to win it. So the boys were up for it. We knew it was going to be a tough fixture. Again, building on last week, our defence was awesome. Again, we conceded one try in 2 games. We can set ourselves a precedent of that week in, week out. Will be a tough team to beat.
Again, though, it does seem like we're talking about the same elephant in the room, as it were, that you coughed up a fair few points and left some out there, didn't you, today?
Yeah, it is. But again, it's a good problem to have. We've won 28-0 and 37 points to 10, and we're talking about leaving points out there on the field. But yeah, it's something that we constantly talked about. We worked on during the week as well, sort of green zone, doing all the hard work, getting in the 22, and then coughing the ball up and not taking points. And I'll take a bit of that responsibility as well, because the backs, I think they passed 3 into touch at some point. So some of that has to land on me, but also, the boys have got to execute. We do the hard work to get into the 22. We need to come away with points. And we talked about having a statistic of sort of 75%, 80% success rate when we get into the green zone. I think we were well below that today.
Again, though, you were really ruthless towards the end of the game. Those tries that you ran in and the hunger for the boys to get that bonus point is evident to see.
Yeah, and chatting to Matty Jones, and he was just saying, the work that we've done in the off season and the pre-season. We've introduced a block of fitness as well to our Tuesday sessions, and I think it's really showing on Saturdays. Our boys are fit, and like you said, we're showing a bit of ruthlessness out there, that when teams are tiring and looking for the final whistle, we're still hungry to score points and keep on ticking on the scoreboard.
Throughout pre-season, you talked about your set piece maybe not being where you want it to be. The last 2 weeks, it's been nearly faultless.
Yeah, and credit goes to sort of Jake working hard and Maddie calling the forwards in. We're doing a lot of split sessions where we're spending a bit of time on technique and getting things right. Also, Sammy, our captain, is usually a number 8, but he's doing a tremendous job for us in the front row. And when we've got guys like Jake, Sam, and Bobby in the front row, we're going to be able to compete with anyone. So hopefully everyone stays fit. We do have a bit of depth in the position, but we're looking good in the front row. And when you do have a heavy front row, it means you can, the likes of Rufus at number 8 or Ted at 7. We don't need them to be massive guys. We can have their mobility, and we saw it work out there as well, with Rufus scoring in the corner, and Ted was unbelievable today. He got around the field, making tackles, making carries. Maddie, Harry won man of the match, but I think for us as coaches, Ted was just awesome today.
Back on the road next week at Moortown, always a notoriously difficult place to go. We've had a fairly poor record there, albeit up until last season. You'll be looking to make it 3 from 3 and hopefully be one of the pace setters in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Chatting to Phil and Maddie about the sort of the opening run of games that we have. I think the first 4 games, everyone finished within the top 5. So, it's a tough start to the season. So we're delighted to go 2 from 2, maximum points from both games. But if you're going to go and compete right at the top of this league, you've got to go away and take scalps away from home. And so we'll gear up again. We know we've got a big week. Hopefully everyone comes through from this game pretty fit and healthy. We can have a good session on Tuesday and build up nicely to another big performance next weekend.
And just finally, what did you make of the Silveroy crowd, your first taste of a real derby day and a fairly packed crowd here?
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously, everyone talks about, making home a fortress. A crowd helps with that. If you've got guys who are cheering you on, and obviously, you saw when Rufus scored, he's celebrating with his family at the side, and a lot of people coming onto the field at the end to celebrate with the players, but with their kids and their wives and so forth. So it's all about making this place, a fortress for other people to come and play. They've got to really, work hard to get anything from here, and we'll continue to build that. And hopefully we'll become one of the teams that's renowned in the league, that if you come here, you better bring your A game, otherwise you'll leave with your tail between your legs.